Okay guys, so I'm looking at this big limb walk. So I was kind of turned on to this by Ben Atkinson in the UK. He does these on beech trees. Beech trees are awesome because the branches are incredibly strong, and even if they crack, they're so fibrous that they don't fall off and they'll heal. This is a big leaf maple. Big leaf maples are scary because they'll just shed limbs. But this one's really big and thick and strong. So I'm gonna go up and feel it out. And I'm gonna try to walk all the way down, touch the big fir tree, and walk back and see how it goes. It's definitely high enough off the ground that it's scary. When you're up there on something that's slanted like that and has a lot of moss on top, the moss is really slippery, and that's intimidating. And then as you get further out on the limb, it's like bouncing up and down a little bit with every step, and you're having to curve your steps. So it's really quite an interesting challenge. So yeah, check it out. Yeah. Yeah, Kyle. The little down section's scary, isn't it? You kind of have to speed up.
Not the hardest part is actually getting down from the tree. Ah! Ooh, and miner's lettuce. You're crazy. I'm crazy. You're crazy. So you're gonna go from that to that to that to that?
Yeah, that's the idea, is wall run, catch this freaking branch, which is mossy and really thick. Then you can limb walk. And then, I don't know. I don't think you can go to the other one. I was just gonna go up in the tree. First attempt, true attempt. Oh. The branch moves a lot underneath you, which takes away a lot of your force production, and it's thick. Reef Kelly in the house. And it's about to get real intense in here. Hey guys, so we're back. We came back to Lincoln Park for our next training session just because there's so much interesting stuff we want to do here, particularly this wall run, tree limb run, and ascent descent is super intriguing to me right now. So last week I did it and I looked at the footage and I felt like I can do this way smoother. So we spent a lot of time rehearsing, just testing out different pieces. So I'm gonna get the run up really smooth. I'm gonna get the climb up really smooth, get the cast up really smooth, and then the run down this branch really smooth. And then, yeah, the jumps and descents and everything really smooth. So let's see how far we can get.
Going for a solid 2 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. 22. 3, 2, 1, go.
So tired.
Oh, so close. Ah! 25 to 8. Oh!
Took 7 seconds off today.
That's huge. I think you also slipped a little bit in here.
This part was the roughest.
Yeah. I'm gonna do the slower, less cool version of what he did. All right, check it.
climber skills. Going up the vertical trunks, tree bridging. Good shit. Okay. So killer. So really, really hard. Really hard.
Oh man, I just couldn't let it go. My hands were like, my hands.
So it's what, 2:30 now? We've been here since 11:30. We came to train in the cedar tree that's across the park there.
It's 3 o'clock.
It's 3 o'clock. So we warmed up in the field and we did some sprints and stuff. And then we were like, okay, we're gonna climb this one tree. We saw this limb walk. We spent the entire time almost in these big maple trees, doing some pretty scary ascents, limb walks, descents.
Scarier for me.
Jumps. But the crazy thing is I came here a couple years ago and that cedar tree was almost everything that I found that I really could do parkour in. And I remember looking at these big maple trees and thinking, man, if they were just like 10 feet lower to the ground, they'd be so rad to move in, right? But it's amazing how your vision grows when you move and you keep pushing yourself. Yeah, I don't know. It's just really cool to think like these trees looked intriguing to me, but not possible for movement in just a couple years ago. And then today they were just epic.
Yeah,
so
wall
epic.
runs, climb ups.
Wall runs, climb ups, jumps, cat backs. Yeah, crazy stuff. What's up, Cedar baby? You're looking good. Beth always just jokes about me ogling trees. so that's us wrapping for the day. Check it out, I had pads. We're gonna kick some pads. We did a little bit off camera. So a lot of research now that shows that COVID-19 is not very transmissible outdoors. 318 cases in China, only one case where it was transmitted outdoors, and that was only to 2 people. So I put on a mask when we were doing that, but you know, if you see us a little bit closer now, a little bit less worried, that's because the research shows that this type of activity is relatively safe. Here in Washington State, we've got really good containment, very small percentage of the population that is infectious right now, so we're a little bit less worried about it. If you're in a state like New York, New Jersey, where you still have a lot more danger, you know, I wouldn't take as many kind of risks as we are, but we've all been quarantined for months and only hanging out with each other, so not too worried about it. But I just wanted to explain that and what our thinking is right now. But dude, this was such an epic session. This is our first time together at this park in ages. It was a long walk to get here, a long drive to get here. But man, I'm shaking with fatigue because we did so many jumps, so many climbs. So, see you guys next week.